nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deep.
He was searching for her everywhere, but he found no sign of her. His tension was rising time to time, like someone is killing him from inside. Lee came to the Jungkook mansion and looked toward him. He was busy into talking with his guard. Lee called his name from the behind. Lee, Jungkook, listen, I have to talk to you. Jungkook, no Lee, I have to find her. She is in danger. Lee, there's a parcel on the gate, Jungkook. You have to see it before it's gone too late. He sadly down his head. Suddenly he feels something strange feeling inside his heart. Without listening to his next word, he ran toward the gate, where his eyes landed on the box. His heart were beating fast, like he will die if anything happened to her. He took deep breath and opened the box. It was a finger of the girl. He closed his eyes tightly and took deep breaths. Then his eyes landed on the ring, which was 𝙢𝙢𝙡. He took the ring and gave the box to the guard. Jungkook, you know your job. I need report. Quickly. Lee, did it was 𝙢𝙢𝙡? He was about to say further, but Jungkook looked toward him with his deadly glare. Jungkook, don't say a word. No one can dare to hurt my wife. And if he did this sin, believe me, he called his death by himself. He don't know what I will do with him. He held the ring tightly into his fist and walked toward his car. His guard was following him behind after a long time, but now the old heartless Jungkook is back. But this time no one can stop him. His anger, his pain, only satisfied by his painful screams. He opened the car door and about to sit, but suddenly his phone got ring. He looked toward the number and picked up the call. Jungkook, who the hell is this? He shouted. Kim Woo. Oh, who tried to piss off our beloved mafia boy? Jungkook, so finally, your hide and seek is over and you get the courage to talk with me. Kim Woo, I never tried to play hide and seek with you. I was just trying to enjoying to seeing you like this, frustrated and helpless. It's such a shame for a great mafia Jeon Jungkook who can't save his father from the death and now his beloved wife. His eyes turned dark and he tightened his fist like someone is putting hand on his heart. Kim Woo, oh sorry, I forgot to ask you. Did you like the gift? Which actually there was a two gift in the box. First was the finger and second was the ring. Tell me which one you like. Jungkook, Kim Woo, you are calling your death. I swear, if you hurt her or even touch her, I will show you the hell in this world, and you can't imagine into your life which pain I will give to you. Kim Woo, oh, I got scared. But why I think like our great mafia king is scared right now? Actually, I want to tell you something. The finger was not your wife. It was a girl. Actually, she was... just leave it. Why I am talking about her? It's come to the point. Okay, your wife. Actually, how I can tell you? But I think she got my heart. Because there is no doubt she is very, very beautiful. He gritted his teeth and tried his best to control on his anger. Jungkook, don't take her name from your shit mouth. Kim Woo, you know I was planning to give her to other mafia. You know they are hungry for the revenge, so they will take out their all anger on her. Did you like my plan? Jungkook, and you think I can let this happen? Kim Woo, I know you very well, but you know there is a lot of mafias around the world. They are joining me today, and I show her picture to them. They really liked her, and now they are desperate for her. So I plan to sell your wife, and who will bid high will get her. It's a good plan, na? You liked it, my king? Jungkook, you don't know what are you doing. You calling the war. You know that you can't win from me, so don't put her in between us. If you're a real man, then come from your cave and fight with me like a man, face to face. He laughed on his word. Kim Woo, oh really? You think you can make me angry with those words? No way, I will kill you without coming in front of you. I know your love for her, it's not hide anymore. And by killing her, you will die already. And I don't like to fight with the dead bodies, so bye. And save her if you can. Then he cut the call. He hardly punched the car and shouted out of his lung. Jungkook, I will kill him. Only his scream can satisfy me. You, Lee. Jungkook, sorry, we can't track the location. Jungkook, why it's happening with her? Lee, but the call was coming from Boston. He looked toward Lee. Jungkook, prepare the flight. We have to go right now. Lee nodded his head as yes and ran toward the car. Into the other side, Mr. Park found Wayun's location because Kim Woo arranged a huge party where he revealed Wayun and sailed her to the Jungkook rival. He invited all the famous businessmen, mafia and all the well-known mans. They will join him into the party. Suddenly a message appeared on his phone. It was Kim Woo who sent the location and pictures of the girls which he was sailing tonight. He was looking toward the picture. Suddenly his eyes landed on Wayun's image. Tears rolled down from his cheek. Mr. Park, Kim Woo, I was thinking in the world only one monster is left and it is beyond Jungkook. But I was wrong. All the men like you who are treating someone's daughter like a toys are the biggest monster. You tried to touch Park Seon-jun's daughter and that was your biggest mistake in your life you ever did. He shifted his glare toward his guard. Mr. Park, get prepared tonight. It's a night to send all the devils to the hell where they belong. They bow to him and follow his plan. Into the other side, she was still fainted into the bed. Suddenly a man entered the room and closed the door behind. He roamed his eyes around her sleeping figure and come closer to her body and sit beside her. Kim Woo, there is no doubt that his choice is always very good. Anyone can lose his heart on her beauty, so how he cannot lose his heart on her? He mumbled and moved his hand toward her face and slowly cursed her lips. A devilish smirk appeared on his lips and he came closer to her face and pressed his lips on her. She was not into her sense, but after feeling someone touch on her face, she moved a little and tried to open her eyes, but she was injected with a heavy dose. She was trying to push him away from herself, but she don't have enough strength. She hardly managed to speak. Wayun, stay away with me. Jungkook, I'm not feeling well. He was lost into his dirty thoughts, but after listening his name, he stopped and looked toward her face. He got up from the bed and take the glass of water and throw it on her face. With a hard splash of water on her face, she opened her eyes and took deep breath, like she was awake from a long sleep. She was adjusting her vision and tried to focusing on the person who was next to her. But she was confirmed that it was not Jungkook. After her vision got clear, he looked toward him with her wide eyes. Wayun, who are you? She quickly got up from the bed and made distance from him. He roamed his eyes from head to toe on her figure and smirked. Kim Woo, I never know that you are that much beautiful, girl. She looked toward the nightstand where her eyes landed on the knife. She took the knife into her hand and in defense herself by pointing toward him. Wayun, don't try to come closer to me. Kim Woo, you think you can stop me? Wayun, please let me go. I did nothing to you. Kim Woo, you know actually you're right. You did nothing wrong with me. But your husband did. Her eyes got wide open in shock. Wayun, what are you saying? Kim Woo, she broke my sister's heart. He played with her feelings, which I can't tolerate it. So in return, I got his heart, which is you, right? Wayun, who is your sister? Kim Woo, so you want to know who is my sister? It's Luna. She was crazy for him, but he always used her as his mistress. He never cared about her feeling. He always satisfied his anger with her body, but she never say a word. And my stupid sister, she was thinking he was in love with her. Wayun, but he never loved her. He laughed on her words like a psycho. Kim Woo, I know. And that's why I bring you here, because he loves you and you are his weakness. So I bring you here to take my revenge, and just because of this monster, tonight you will suffer. And you know actually, I feel pity for you, that how you can fall in love with a man like him, whose hands are stained with the blood. How? He is not an angel, what you are thinking. He is a monster and he always remained like this. Wayun, no, he's changed. You're wrong. I believed in him. Kim-woo, girl, you are so stupid. Forgetting you, he can cross any line. He can break any promise. He don't hesitate to kill anyone. You are just his crazy obsession. And one day it will shift to a new one. And just like my sister, he will replace you from his life. She did not believe on his words and nodded her head as no. Vayun, he will never replace me. I know him, his love, his anger, obsession, everything. His love is not his craziness, and today you will see it when he come to save me from you. He smirked and come closer to her. Kim-woo, oof, this fearless girl. I wish you meet me before this monster. Then tonight, on that moment, I will show you how the monsters look like, princess. He come closer to her face. She closed her eyes tightly when his hot breath touched her cheeks. She pushed him away from herself and made a deadly eye contact. Vayun, don't try to come closer to me, otherwise I will show you what I can do with you. He smirked. Kim-woo, now I know why he's so crazy for you, but tonight I will make sure that this night will be the worst night of your life. Then he walked away from the room. She put her hand on her heart and sat onto the floor. Tears rolled down from her eyes. Vayun, Jungkook, where are you? Jungkook's flight landed onto the bosun. He was preparing himself with his guard. He was wearing his shirt and looking toward Lee. Jungkook, Lee, you know what we have to do. Lee, Jungkook, but think once again, it's a huge risk. You putting your life in danger. He smirked. Jungkook, it's not a first time, but remember, take care of my family after me. In the whole world, only I can trust you. Lee, don't say this, please. He hugged him tightly. Before going on the mission, he looked toward his phone and called his mom. After a few rings, she picked up the call. Mrs. Jeon, Jungkook, what happened? Is everything fine? Why you called me at that time? She got worried because Jungkook never called her before. Jungkook, Mom, I love you. And I'm sorry what I did. Tears rolled down from her eyes. Mrs. Jeon, it's okay, my son. I already forgive you. He smiled and cut the call. Mrs. Jeon, what is going on? I hope everything is fine. She mumbled. Jungkook, let's go. I'm coming, my bird. Just be strong. He mumbled. At night, all the guests start coming into the party. Most of them are Jungkook's rival. She was crying into the room. Suddenly someone opened the lock of her room. She got up and looked toward the door. Luna. Surprise, Vayun. How are you, princess? She smirked on her. She took 2 steps back. She come close to her and smirked. Luna. Oh, look, our boss little bird is frightened right now. Vayun, what are you doing here? She frowned her brows. Luna. So, the bird is curious and want to know what's going on? I like your curiosity. Vayun, tell me, Luna. Stop this drama. Luna. Okay, poor bird, let's come to the bottom line. My brother kidnapped you for my revenge. Vayun, I know, but you are doing wrong. Think about it before it got too late. Luna, she come closer to her face and hold her jaw tightly. You took him away from me. He was mine, but from the day when you come to his life, he got changed, totally changed. The monster which I saw in him was die now, just because of you. Vayun, Luna, leave me. She struggled into her grip. Luna, why you come back when you left the mansion? Why? She threw her on the floor and hold her hair into her fist. Luna, you? Why you are come back into his life? Vayun, Luna, what are you doing is wrong. You know that. About Jungkook, he will kill you. He already pissed off because of you. Why are you making it worse? She smirked and slapped on her face harshly. She fell onto the floor and blood came out from her mouth. Luna, if he wants to kill me or not, I don't care about it. Now I only want to break him inside and raise his sleeping monster again. I want to see him like before. I want to kill this Jungkook, which heart is beating for you. I want to make him monster again, broken and heartless. Vayun, what will you get from this? Tell me. Luna, I know he will never be mine again, but he will burn this world for his broken heart. Then he will never fall in love again, ever. And on that time, he will realize my pain. how he used my feeling just because of his pleasure. Vayun, you are psycho, Luna. I will never let this happen. Luna, you think you can stop this storm? A devilish smirk appeared on her lips. You know, today I will break the reality on you. She frowned her brows. Vayun, what do you mean? Luna, you know, before sending you away from the mansion, I talked to Jack. And you know what he told me? She paused for a moment and come closer to her face. Luna, your dad, Park Seon-jun, is alive. Her eyes got wide open in shock. Luna, and Jack told me that you are his real daughter. And luckily, he come to Korea and he's looking for you. Vayun, what? Luna, don't be get shocked so quickly, Vayun. There is more surprises on the way. Luna, and after this truth, I send him into the heaven, where a good people like him belong. I was so much got tired from you and Jungkook. This lovely couple romance. You know, actually you are responsible for his death. Tears are flowing down from her eyes. She was quiet and listening to her. Luna, don't cry, bird. You know, this poor guy is falling in love with you. He confessed his feeling for you, but you break his pure heart for Jungkook. Vayun, you are crazy, Luna, and you don't have any idea what Jungkook will do with you. Luna, and you think I'm scared from him anymore? She smirked. But now, you have to be scared now, because in few hours you will be the pleasurable doll for someone. You know, lots of guests are coming here. For you, they like you that much. She frowned her brows. Vayun, what are you planning? Luna, you want to know that? Listen, and after when these monsters used your body for his pleasure until you die, I will send your body to your father. So your poor father complete your last ritual, and after this, he take revenge from Jungkook and kill him. Don't worry, your father is not like your old dad, poor and helpless. Mr. Park is one of the most powerful men in the world, and for her poor daughter death, he can kill anyone. And Jungkook, who will be already broken because of your death, will never fight back for his life and accept his death. So, tell me, do you like my plan? Vayun, you are the worst person I've ever seen in my whole life. Luna, I know, but now it's time to get ready. Suddenly she called the guard. 2 guards entered to the room. Luna, do your job quickly. They walked toward Vayun. Vayun, what are you doing, Luna? With me, leave me, please, help me. She shouted out of her lungs, but nobody listened to her. The guards tied up her hands from the bed railing. Vayun, Luna, please leave me. Luna, sorry dear, I gave you the chance to get out from his life, but you are stubborn bone, so now you have to suffer till your death. Suddenly someone knocked on the door. She turned her head and looked toward the door. Luna, come in. It was a female doctor. Luna, check her and tell me. Vayun, what are you doing? Leave me right now. Luna, Vayun, save your voice for few hours. You will need it. She looked toward the doctor. Luna, check her and tell me. I'm waiting outside. Doctor nodded her head as yes, and she walked away from the room. After a few minutes, doctor came out from the room. Doctor, ma'am, you're right. She's pregnant. Luna, I was right. I saw the pregnancy kit on her room when we kidnapped her. Do anything, but I don't want this child. Doctor, okay ma'am. Then she called the maid and the glass of water, mixed something inside it and walked toward Vayun. Her hands were still tied up with the ropes. Tears was flowing down from her eyes. Her situation was mess. Doctor come inside and sit in front of her and give her a sympathy. Doctor, I know you are not feeling good, but I can't do anything. I'm a doctor. It's my job, dear. Vayun, please leave me. Call my husband. I tell you the number. Please call him. Doctor, okay, I will help you. But please, before drink this water. You are tired. You need rest. Vayun, I don't want to drink this. Please help me. Doctor, okay, I will help you, but please don't cry. Drink this. You will feel better. She come closer to her, and from her hand, she drink this water. Vayun, okay, please, that's it. After 2 sips, she stopped. Doctor, no, finish this. I will help you then. She made her drink the whole glass of water. Vayun, please listen to me. She was about to speak, but suddenly she feels sharp pain in her abdominal. Vayun, what is happening with me? Why is it so paining? She shouted for help, but doctor did nothing. She just watching her into the pain. Vayun, what you did with me? Please help me. After a few seconds, the bleeding got started and she fainted onto the bed. Luna entered the room where her eyes landed on Vayun. Luna, good. You did a great job. Now take your money and get out from here. She bowed and left from the room. Luna, so finally the baby John is dead. She smirked and left from the room. Into the other side, all the well-known gangsters and mafias and businessmen enter to the grand hall and take their seat. Their eyes onto the stage. The hall were a dark that no one can see each other's face. After all the guests arrived into the hall, Kim Woo ordered the guards to close the door. All his guards closed the door and he came to the stage to give his speech. Kim Woo, it's my honor to welcome all you here. And believe me, tonight I will give you the best slaves. They have desired to serve you for their whole life. So let's start. He came down from the stage and first he started revealing the other girls. All the other men are focusing on them and start the betting. After few hours, Vayun opened her eyes. Her hands were open and she was lying on the bed. Suddenly, she felt blood on her legs. She get up and shout, Vayun, no, it can't be. It can't happen. After listening her voice, Luna entered to the room. Luna, so finally you're awake? It's great now. It's time to get ready. Vayun, what you did with me? Tell me. Luna, congratulations, your baby is dead. Her eyes got wide open and tears flowing down from her eyes like her whole world is stopped. She was not alive anymore. Suddenly Kim Woo entered the room. Kim Woo, Luna, now the time is coming. He was about to talk further but his eyes landed on the blood which was on the bed. Kim Woo, what you did, Luna? She was laughing like a psycho. Luna, I killed her baby. He stopped on the spot. Kim Woo, did she was pregnant? He was shocked. Luna, yes. He smirked. Kim Woo, you did a great job, sister. Luna, I want to destroy her. And looked, it is just a beginning. Kim Woo, so now it's time to reveal her. Luna, so finally, now it's time to take her to the stage. And Vayun was not into her sense. She was quiet like a mannequin and looking toward the blood, and Jungkook's words are coming into her mind. Jungkook, I want you to raise our kids just like you. Make them a good human, not like me, heartless, cruel mafia. Okay? Luna, call the few maids. Luna, clear this mess and get her ready. All the maids follow her order and Vayun was still quiet. She was in shock, like all of a sudden what happened into her life. She lost her world in just few minutes. He come to the stage. Kim Woo, so now finally the time is come to reveal our last but the most awaited girl, the one and the only Mrs. Jeon Jungkook. He smirked and suddenly all the curtains got removed and the light directly flashed on her face. She covered her face with her hand and slowly opened her eyes, all the other men looking toward her like a hungry wolf, but she was quiet, looking toward the floor, like she lost all hope on her faith. Her hands were tied up with the chain, and her lips were sealed. She surrendered herself into the faith, and looking toward the floor quietly, all the Jungkook rivals start the betting. Man 1. Wow, she is so. I never know he has such a beautiful wife. $20 million. Man 2, $45 million. Kim Woo, so $45 million. 1, 2. Suddenly, one man from the dark speak. Man, $1 billion. All the men got shocked after listening the highest bet. The man smirked on the stage. Man, $1 billion. All the men turned their heads to look toward him, but he was sitting in the dark, so no one can see his face clearly. And without thinking any further, he sold 𝙦𝙢 to that man. The smile appeared on this man's face. Kim Woo. So now, this princess is sold to Mr. Richard. His guard removed the chain from 𝙦𝙢's hands. She fell onto the floor. The man came to the stage and looked toward her head to toe. He come closer to her face and hold her chin with his finger and make her look toward him. Tears rolled down from her eyes and he touched the side of her lip, which was bleeding. He got up and ordered his guard to take her away from here. They hold 𝙦𝙢 from her armpits and drag her toward the car. Luna, so finally your bird is sold, Jungkook. She looked toward his brother with a smirk. Then a man looked toward Kim Woo with his dark, bloodshot eyes. Kim Woo, so where is my money? That man smirked and take off his mask, and the next moment, which was in front of his eyes, like someone take out his soul. Kim Woo, Jungkook? A devilish smirk appeared on Jungkook's lips. Jungkook, Lee, let the party begin. He ordered his guard, which was already into the hall, in the get-up of the buyers. Jungkook, don't leave anyone, kill all of them. Then he take long steps toward Kim Woo and punch hardly on his face, and with a blink of eye, all the men which was into the hall take out their guns and shoot all the men of Kim Woo. He became shocked like how it got happened all of the sudden. Jungkook, did you like my surprise, Kim Woo? He take long steps toward him and punch again on his face. He fell from the stage. Jungkook, how dare you to touch her? How? Again he gave her a hard punch on his stomach. The blood came out from his mouth. Jungkook, you killed my father. You kidnapped my wife. How dare you? He was taking out his all anger on him. Into the other side, the driver was taking her to the mansion. Suddenly, he stopped the car by hitting brakes. With the huge sound, the car got stopped into the middle of the road. 𝙦𝙢 came out from her thought and found herself into the car. 𝙦𝙢, what is going on where I am? Suddenly, a car in front of the light flashed on her eyes and she closed her eyes, and then suddenly he listened a familiar voice. Mr. Park, my love? She opened her eyes and found her dad in front of her eyes. She quickly opened the car door and ran toward her father and hugged him tightly. 𝙦𝙢, Baba! She hugged him back like she found her heaven. Mr. Park, thank God you're fine. I'm so happy today. You don't have any idea. She cried out of her heart into his arms. Mr. Park, I'm sorry. I was not there when you were facing terrible situation into your life. Please forgive me, daughter, please. She held her face into her both hands and kissed on her forehead. 𝙦𝙢, it's okay. I'm happy that I'm not alone anymore in this world. Suddenly, guard interrupt in between their reunion. Guard, boss, sorry, but what we have to do with him? He held the driver by his collar. He looked toward him with his hate eyes. Mr. Park, kill him. Suddenly, the driver speak. Driver, please forgive me. I just doing my job. Mr. Jungkook told me to take ma'am to the mansion. She frowned her brows. 𝙦𝙢, what you mean by that? Driver, he gave me the order to take you away from here. Now she understood everything. 𝙦𝙢, that's mean he was Jungkook. Baba, we have to go. Jungkook need our help. She walked toward the car, but suddenly she fell onto the road, but her father held her. Mr. Park, be careful, 𝙦𝙢. What happened to you? Tell me, you're looking weak. She closed her eyes and held her father's hand. 𝙦𝙢, Baba, I lost my child. I lost my baby. Tears flowed down from his eyes. He held her daughter into his arms. Mr. Park, don't cry, my daughter. No, it's their time to cry. I will kill each and every person who is the cause of behind your tears. And the first person is that Jeon Jungkook. She frowned her brows and looked toward his father. 𝙦𝙢, it's not Jungkook. It was Luna who killed my baby. He became shocked after listening this. Mr. Park, what are you saying? Then she told him the whole truth. After knowing the truth, he was regretting because he already hired a sharpshooter on Jungkook who will kill him tonight. Mr. Park, Wanghyun, get up. We have to go quickly. He looked toward his guard. Mr. Park, call that man and tell him he is not the target. Guard, boss, he is not picking up our call. Mr. Park, hurry up. Now drive the car, quickly. Wanghyun was also really worried, but her condition was not good. Into the other side, he was taking out his all anger on Kim Woo. Lee, Jungkook, please leave him. He's already dead. Jungkook, no, he killed my father. He put his dirty eyes on my wife. His body was full with the blood and wounds, and his soul already left the world, but he was still taking out his anger on him. After a few minutes, he left his body and looked toward his guard. Jungkook, blast the whole building and throw his body in front of the dog. They are very hungry. Suddenly, Mr. Park's car stopped near the building. Wanghyun came out from the car and called his name. Wanghyun, Jungkook! He turned his head and looked toward his car. A smile appeared on his lips when he saw her. Mr. Park, guards, was still trying to contact with his sharpshooter, but he was unreachable. Guard, boss, he is not attending the call. Mr. Park, call him and search that place. He must be there. Jungkook smiled after seeing her and walked toward her. Suddenly his eyes landed on Luna, who was pointed her gun toward Wanghyun. He ran toward her and hugged her tightly, and suddenly two gunshot voices echo into the air. She also hugged him tightly. Wanghyun, Jungkook? He closed his eyes and whispered into her ears. Jungkook, finally, this monster found his heaven. Suddenly her eyes shifted onto the sharpshooter who was pointed his gun toward Jungkook. She turned, and before he shoot Jungkook again, her father come into the middle and shoot that guy. Lee take out his gun and shoot Luna. She got dying into the spot. Wanghyun, Jungkook, no, please look toward me, please. She put his head on her lap. Wanghyun, help me, please, Papa, call the ambulance, please. Jungkook hold her hand and looked toward her face. Jungkook, even in death, I feel more alive with you, bird. Wanghyun, please don't talk like this. Blood came out from his mouth. He smiled. Jungkook, my bird, find me again. I will come for you. I love you. Then he closed his eyes and everything is become dark.